Yeah, that is the only way. Otherwise, you cannot blame the customer for not taking delivery just because you're ready. Because you have to also understand that he may be facing similar problem as yours. That the top people, the top managers have to be visible on the floor. The fear psychosis cannot be addressed directly by saying, "Don't be afraid."
Yeah, yeah.
और शेर सामने आया तो ऐसे थोड़ी बोल सके भाई घबराओ मत. The biggest problem is going to see every machinery manufacturer depend on vendor network. There cannot be any machinery maker who can be 100% self-reliant for making each and every part. It's just not possible. It is going to be a digital world. That means, for example, we have our machines are, let's say, digitally enabled. We have been able to commission more than 90% of our machines online over last 1 year without anybody going there. We all work in silos. We think that नहीं जो मेरे पास है वो दूसरे को पता नहीं चलना चाहिए. Because people forget that knowledge share is knowledge gain.
Absolutely, yes, yes.
It is. I have always been believed in that, but people still. But then those you will notice those who have kept it to themselves, they remain there only. Some of the companies are already asking us, especially in our rubber molding machine, about our carbon footprint. On the ground, the economic realities will be, in today, for example, despite all these pressures from America to China, the American investment in China has increased. I don't consider government as a helper. I only would be very happy if they keep out of the way. Our inputs for making a new policy, we don't want new policy. Just let us leave us alone and don't put any roadblocks. But unfortunately, without roadblocks, they have nothing to do. अपने में हूँ मैं साकी, पीने वाला और पिलाने वाला, यही मेरी मधुशाला.
Ladies and gentlemen, I heartily welcome you to the Capsule 2 of Series 3, Ideas for Steering Your Business Through the Pandemic. Our guest today is none other than Shri Mahendra Bhai Patel, Chairman and MD, Mamta Machinery. He is the pioneer of machine manufacturing in India and one of our industry's main thought leaders, and a veteran in the true sense. Known to call a spade, he has fearlessly voiced the issues industries facing from time to time. A very warm welcome to the Series 3 of Insights with Nidhi Varma, Mahendra Bhai.
Thank you.
We need your very honest advice and opinion today that can provide our industry fellows some sense and direction in today's chaos. So I'll shoot. Mahendra Bhai, machinery building needs a minimum manpower for the shop floor rosters. How do we manage the planned production now due to large-scale absenteeism caused due to widespread disease and resultant poor attendance?
Yeah, very important, very valid question. Well, it has given opportunity to our creative thinking, to our planning engineers. In our case, basically what we have done is that we have actually touched each and every customer with the pending order to really find out what is their status of readiness to accept the machine. You see, in machinery field, many of the machine orders are given by the customer in anticipation of the lead time, as well as the work which they have to do in order to receive the machine. Maybe they have to expand the factory, they may have to make a new floor, they may have to rearrange the other machines to receive it, they have to make a material handling equipment, whatever. So we try to find out exactly what is their status of readiness and their honest opinion about what is going to happen now, because they also face the same issues of labor and the time, that all the plant times are no longer acceptable or relevant. You have to have a new timeline. So based on that, we are actually reworking the priority of our machine production and then only taking up the machines which are likely to go in the order they are likely to go. So that we work with the lesser people, but we work with a focus to complete a machine. Instead of having 10 machines at a time on the floor, maybe we work only on 3 machines, but complete them in time. And hope with the hope that they will go. And because of our interaction with the customer on a regular basis, we know that they will go.
So this is becoming very active back-to-back planning with our
Correct.
customer. Excellent.
Almost on a
stuff.
weekly basis.
Wonderful. This is a
Because
great
that is the
lesson
only
for
way.
our.
Yeah, that is the only way. Otherwise, you cannot blame the customer for not taking delivery just because you're ready. Because you have to also understand that he may be facing similar problem as yours or something
Absolutely.
different. We do not know. Yeah.
How is the fear psychosis getting handled at the shop floor? And what practical steps can be taken for boosting the morale? Because I've heard a lot of cases in the factories where if few people of our co-workers are getting the infection of the virus, then others also get very scared and don't report to work and call in sick.
Yeah, very appropriate. In our case, of course, the main first thing is that the top people, the top managers have to be visible on the floor, whoever they are. And whatever so we have, even if we have the work from home, the senior manager maybe once or twice a week, they would take turns and go on the floor to make themselves visible. It is not a way, including myself, until of course last 2 weeks I have been going to the factory once in a while, just walking around and letting say hi, hello to people that we are equally concerned about it. We are not trying to isolate ourselves in a protective bubble while they are facing the difficulties. That is not the way to do it. You have to be seen that you are also participating in the same danger that they are doing. At the same time, we have a continuous dialogue with them. The people talk to them. We make sure that we understand their difficulties. And as a company, in our case, in Mamta especially, we actually took the insurance for COVID way back in April 20. As soon as we came to know, we took we were among the first companies to take the insurance with the 50 lakhs upper limit and all that, which government is now coming out with a much higher premium and all that, which a lot of restrictions. So at that time, so of course, we had to renew it in March. So now we have to go through the newer norms. But last time, so actually a lot of our people who got home quarantine or hospitalization, they did get fair amount of compensation. And the people saw that we care, basically. And we have not removed anybody. No person has been removed. No person has been cut in the salary until now. But now from March onward, we are making a rule because we have found that unfortunately it's our Indian mentality. I'm sorry to say that we want to take advantage. So people make a excuse, say, no, मेरे घर में ऐसा है, so हम नहीं आते. But then we find out that it is not true.
Yeah.
So it happens. I mean, there are not many, but there are always some bad apples.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we try to take care as much as basically it is interactive. The fear psychosis cannot be addressed directly by saying, don't be afraid.
Yeah, yeah.
और शेर सामने आया तो ऐसे थोड़ी बोल सके भाई घबराओ मत.
बराबर है.
आपको उनको सिखाना पड़ेगा कि भाई इधर तुम पहले जाओ भाई, मैं इधर ठहरा हूँ. और क्या?
बराबर. Mahinder sir, is the R&D effort getting affected because the other priorities are much higher? We have to get the machines rolling. We have to satisfy our orders. Has it got deprioritized?
Well, not in our case. In our case, we have actually found this particular time to be much more productive for R&D. You see, our engineers, they work from home very easily. They can work on because they are working only on screens. And right now they are working without any pressure from the production. Generally, you have pressure from the production to meet the special requirements of the customers. Right now, those requirements are less. So they have more time for R&D work and other things. In case of Mamta, actually, we have I think we have launched and designed almost 3 different new line and completely new machines, not counting masking machine, which is a small thing. But on packaging line and our other special bag making, pouch making machines, we have actually launched 3 new machines.
Yeah. Oh.
But
So the time
ours
has
is
been
a
spent
slightly
very
different. See,
fruitfully.
mine is a little bit atypical that our major market is export.
Yeah, yeah,
Mamta Machinery is 70% export market,
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
and that too mostly in Europe and America.
Yes, yes.
So those markets have a lot of challenges about new requirements and new development. So we are in a position where we get demand for development rather than thinking only ourselves what is there. The customers tell us what is going to be the future
Mhm.
because that is what they want.
So that also helps you in keeping ahead of the curve because
Correct.
you have no choice.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Which is good.
Which is good. Mahendra, sir, what are the immediate challenges that manufacturing will face as the world gradually comes out of the pandemic and full capacities are resumed?
The biggest problem is going to see every machinery manufacturer depends on vendor network. There cannot be any machinery maker who can be 100% self-reliant for making each and every part. It's just not possible. Just like a car industry. So the biggest issue we see, we are already facing that, is the vendors. The preparedness of vendors. The vendors have been hit more harder because many of them are on a smaller scale. They may not have the resources to bear the loss of production, bear the extra burden of payment of people without work, and so on and so forth, including the inventory, buying power, and all that. So the vendor, health of vendor and the capacity of vendor is going to be the biggest challenge. And we, in our case, we are already addressing that by having a dialogue with vendor on a continuous basis, trying to help them also, including financially if required, and telling them in advance about what kind of capacities they have to actually bring in line first. So in order to meet our priorities, so that they don't do something and they are ready, but they don't have work. So we want them to be ready with something which they will have work because we have our priority. So it is all having a continuous dialogue and a coordination with the total ecosystem of the manufacturing. Manufacturing is not one factory floor.
Yeah.
Manufacturing is a total ecosystem of vendors, the bought out items, even shipments, the imports, and so on and so forth.
Excellent. So that means everyone has to focus on the vendor management from right now because that can become a spoke in the wheel
It
later.
will become.
It
Is already becoming.
Understood.
Now that we open in between, it became, and of course, again now there is a little bit downturn. But in between, last few months ago, 3-4 months ago, that was the biggest challenge for most people.
Mahendra, so what kind of technology and cost impacts do you visualize in the changed work environment, hopefully should in the next coming months?
Technology is of two kinds. One is we are talking about technology of machines, what we make, that is a different part. I'm not going to talk about that. What we now have to focus is on the technology of actual production, manufacturing, and management. And that is going to be now the future is that we have to digitalize and digitize all our operations, all our data, all our systems, and all our interactions. It is going to be a digital world. That means, for example, our machines are, let's say, digitally enabled. We have been able to commission more than 90% of our machines online over last 1 year without anybody going there. So because we can read what is the status of the machine and we guide the operator of the customer on the floor as to which button to press, what to read, what is the meaning of the reading, how to change that, what he should reset, and things like that. He doesn't have to tell us anything. We ourselves are able to monitor what is happening on the machine and then guide him, for example. Now that has to be taken further, which is also possible and which of course requires cooperation for the customers also, as well as on the other side, the vendors also, to know as to how much is the utilization of his machine, what is his downtime, what are his job setups, and to know that in the market what is required, and we should be able to guide him that these are the demands which are coming up, so you better look forward to having a setup of your job to meet that demand. Because in case of, let's say, our kind of packaging, the raw material for our customer is a laminate or a multi-layer film or such packaging materials. Now, those are normally bought in quantity by its very nature. Nobody buys 1 or 2 kilo. You have to buy minimum so many tons
Tons, yeah.
because those people will not deliver.
Yeah.
So now that's where the inventory management becomes very critical, and especially now with the prices of the polymer in the stratosphere, they have to be even more. They have to be even more creative in managing that. Now they can do that only if they track their demand. They have to track their demand as to what is going to be demanded by, let's say, the snacks producer. Namkeen wale ko kya chahiye? कौन से नमकीन वाले को चाहिए, and what is the laminate they want, what are the 3-layer or multi-layer film they want, what kind of pouch or bags they want. Now that all has to be a ecosystem of digital world has to be created now between the manufacturers. That is how the industry will actually grow. We all work in silos. We think that जो मेरे पास है वो दूसरे को पता नहीं चलना चाहिए, because people forget that knowledge share is knowledge gain.
Absolutely, yes.
It is. I have always been believed in that, but people still. But then those, you will notice, those who have kept it to themselves, they remain. So the world has to. The businesses have to become digital, basically. Not only our machines, but the whole ecosystem, from vendors to machine manufacturer to the customer to customer's customer.
Correct.
All that has to be come on a digital platform. Among our PMMI members, we have been actually successfully sharing a lot of the ideas of working together, and we have all benefited by that. And that can actually be extended to all associations. So I would like the processor association to work with us to know what is the process they are doing and why they are doing. So what is it that we can do? But nobody talks about that. They all think that we will, what I do, I don't want to tell anybody.
Now I think it's
yeah.
not, yeah.
And actually in today's world, there are no secrets. Everybody knows. You only feel that you are safe. You are not.
Absolutely.
So better tell it.
Correct.
So digitalization and digitization is going to be the key for the future.
Perfect, sir. Yes, well said. And then back-to-back linking, sharing of knowledge from end to end, the entire chain. That is how everyone will grow together.
Correct.
And come back to the growth that everyone was expecting in the last 1.5 years.
Correct.
Mehender sir, your motto has always been best in class plastic processing and converting machinery to India and supply globally. That is what you've always held by. I've been working with you for the last over a decade. Will the global companies now try to bring the manufacturing bases closer to their markets? I have spoken to a lot of them in my series 1. Will localization overtake globalization?
Yes and no. What is going to happen is that there'll be much more nuanced and how will I say, well-defined process as to what is to be done in one place, what is to be done elsewhere. People know that doing everything locally is not going to work. It's not practical. In today's world, it is just impossible. No country in the world, including China, can make 100% of what they want. Even if they are the manufacturing powerhouse, they still need even some raw materials or some other things from elsewhere. Similarly, everybody else. So what is going to happen is that it will be more nuanced in a sense that the things which take time in terms of transit, they might get localized, because now the time is also becoming very critical in a sense that the carbon footprint, talking of zero carbon, net carbon, everything. So the transports are getting also a look into why do we have to transport a material from here to here? Unless it is essential, why not do it here? So you say the carbon footprint, for example. So automotive companies are all very creatively looking at this, for example. And because we supply a lot of machine to automotive companies, we now also find out because they want to know. Some of the companies are already asking us, especially in our rubber molding machine, about our carbon footprint. Because they want to total up, because they all want to go towards the reduction of the carbon footprint.
Yes.
This is a greater thing which is happening. And with all the said and done, the world is so interconnected, there is no longer possible to disconnect entirely from each other. It's just not possible. Whatever we may say, whatever we may, geopolitical pressures may be different. But on the ground, the economic realities will be, in today, for example, despite all these pressures from America to China, the American investment in China has increased on the manufacturing side. It has not gone down, for example. So, okay, they might have relocated some of the manufacturing here or there. Some of them are coming to us also in India. Unfortunately, we have our own challenges in India for many other things. I don't want to get into that. That's a different, because it's more related to our
Policies.
government policies and bureaucracy. Primarily bureaucracy. To me, the bureaucracy is the Achilles heel of our country. And until we reform them, nothing is going to happen. All this talk is going to happen only. Anyway, so that is the world we have. We have to deal with the world that we are in and make the best of it. But we must understand that now we have to be far more, looking into the detail as to why we make that decision. Not just because it's easy to do, not because, okay, chalo, hum order kar diya, udhar se aa jayega, but you have to really find out what is it that you are gaining or what is it that you are giving up. दोनों देख के आपको नक्की करने का कि भाई what is it that we really we must do it here and what is it that somebody else will have to do.
So like your organization has always been very export oriented. So you manufacture here in Ahmedabad, and some of it also goes to the Montgomery and the Brampton factories that you have here, and some of it goes to customers outside. So there is an indigenous consumption also, because you're providing to your US factory. There are converters as well as machinery makers who are heavily dependent on only customers export outside. They will, you think, will have some issue? Because their customers will say no.
They are actually in the best position, because now most of their market and their customers, as we see it also now, is they are all looking for getting away from China. Most of those materials which they were getting from China, now they can get those raw materials from here. Basically, it means the input materials, like the flexible films, injection molded parts, housewares, and so many other things. So that they are actually in a better position. Like, Wonsec today is booming. Wonsec industry in India is the highest growth rate.
Yes.
I'm talking actual Wonsec exports of all forms, small bags to large bags and things like that. So there they are in a better position. The processors with the right kind of output of materials, of the processed materials, they are actually in a very good shape, and they are in a very good position, and they should take advantage of this, and they can take more advantage of it by cooperating together for market information. Because one manufacturer cannot meet all the market of any country. And that is where we lack, basically, because we don't have the government network of the embassies in different countries. One of the function of a embassy, a trade officer or economic attaché in embassy has to be to know about the local market, the requirement of different kinds of things. But we don't have that kind of intelligence, market intelligence coming out of that. So we have to do it ourselves. And that industry can work together to do that. But we don't think, unfortunately, we don't think in that kind of a cooperative manner to grow the industry together. The lifting everybody together is far better than lifting only yourself.
Absolutely correct. Mahendra sir, you have been and still are holding leadership positions in associations and important trade bodies. In this pandemic, what role do you think they can still actively play to help the industry?
The associations, you mean?
As well as trade bodies, as well as the exhibition bodies.
State bodies, as I already told you. I don't consider government as a helper. I only would be very happy if they keep out of the way. That's all, basically. But that also sometimes doesn't happen. So we always keep on trying in all my interaction. I always keep on telling them, please, leave it to us. Don't ask for our inputs for making a new policy. We don't want new policy. Just let us leave us alone and don't put any roadblocks. But unfortunately, without roadblocks, they have nothing to do. No. So they have to find some ways of putting the roadblocks. So within association, we have to help each other. So in PMMI, we have a system of sharing the best practices. We visit each other's factories. Of course, last 1 year, this has not been there, but our members, all those so-called competitors, they go and visit other factory. They are taken round to the factory and we share the good practices. That is how you bring the industry together up.
So my question is specifically for, maybe the workers or some people who have lost their jobs, or I'm specifically asking during this pandemic, do you think that anything more we could have done?
For us to do is it's a very tricky question. All of us have, I think most of us have maintained the workforce. As the best of my knowledge, within our members, at least PMI members, nobody has removed the workers. Okay, some of them might have reduced their pay. Some of them have adjusted their holidays, things like that. Okay, depending on the size and on the relative economic strength. But they have all nurtured their workforce, because this workforce which have been trained, which are become skilled, is very difficult to replace them, or very difficult to let them go just because you don't have money. There must be different ways of retaining that talent. A talent which is lost is very difficult to replace. It's always more important to retain the talent at whatever the cost. It's better to cut corners elsewhere.
Mahendra sir, on behalf of all our industry fellows, we truly appreciate and always acknowledge your guidance and direction. It's the most well-meaning, because it comes from a place of pure passion for industry to flourish and go together. That I totally understand. We thank you, and we are going to request you for another session once things have settled down, where we ask for your guidance on future growth.
Nidhi, before we go, one last sentence. In this time also, I have been now catching up with my reading, especially reading my Hindi books, because normally we don't read. And I have a collection of Hindi books, Premchand ki Kahaniyan, and some of these ghazals, and Harivansh Rai Bachchan. And I've been reading his Madhushala, and I would have to just quote a couple of sentences, which is very appropriate here. अपने में ही हूँ मैं, अपने ही में हूँ मैं साकी, अपने में हूँ मैं साकी, पीने वाला और पिलाने वाला, यही मेरी मधुशाला.
समझ गए.
अपने में हूँ मैं साकी, मैं पिलाने वाला भी हूँ, पीने वाला भी हूँ. यही मधुशाला है. That is the situation we are in.
Yes, absolutely correct.
So we are the sufferer, but we are the people who have to find the way.
बराबर
Nobody else is going to do. This is our Madhushala.
बराबर एंड आई एम सेइंग महेंद्र सर दैट हम इससे बहुत स्ट्रांग ही निकलेंगे इफ इट कैन नॉट किल अस
Absolutely.
if it cannot kill us we will get out extremely stronger from here.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Absolutely.
so much. आपका बहुत
Thank
तहे
you.
दिल से शुक्रिया अदा एंड नमस्कार
you.
सर.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Bye.